well, I'm not going to say that because I think some movies are bad, but they get like high ratings from people. But that's why there's variety. Ooh, we got ourselves a. I need to pay attention. I actually in Diablo 1. If you want to know my claim to fame. This is going to date me, and it's going to probably tell a lot about me. My name in Diablo 1 was Boba Fett, and I would literally go around and find hackers and kill them. Because most hackers were pretty awful in that game. But what I would play is, I would play a wizard, and I was really good with my teleport and fireball spells. And so what I would do is I'd teleport around to be able to dodge just about any ability, and then just fireball the hell out of them. I also used the spirit one, the one that reduces your health by like a certain percentage. I think it was like 20 or 30% back at the time. But I was actually infamous back then on the forums because I would actually find find these little a-hole hacker people or whatever, or people that would I would bait people into my game, and so I just had a huge collection of ears belonging to hackers, which was awesome. Way back in the day. Oh my gosh, Diablo, that brings back memories. Holy crap. Okay, so, sorry, really big tangent. Really big tangent. So first thing I would say to Stuproar is practice your swinging. I feel that you're swinging a little too high, and definitely work on your feed route a little bit better. Like the route you went is actually pretty good, but I noticed that you're not tagging the creatures in the right little area or anything like that. So just be careful about that. Oh, and there's the familiar sound of the alarms going off. Okay, so monster not quite ready to evolve, getting close to the 140, 150 mark. This is when you should be evolve ready, ideally in a quote-unquote perfect situation. It's a good way to time yourself with the feeding routes. The hunters, however, are really off base. The support and medic up front. Again, you don't want the support and medic up front, and they're gonna probably try and dome the monster, but it's gonna be really bad because they don't want to dome because the rest of the group is really far away. Nickow, welcome to the herd. I appreciate that follow. I still play SNES. I have a SNES emulator on my computer. Man, I every now and then I'll just rip through a couple of older games. Okay, the monster is... Looks like he's going to... Oh, never mind. I thought he was going the other direction for a second. Okay, so we got ourselves our 2.5 minute, 3 minute dust storm. Okay, so the hunters, it looks like that they're kind of chasing, but the monster's not really punishing them for being out of position. He will get enough to evolve out here, and he'll most likely get evolved, and that's what's going to go. Okay, so here we go. Trapper really out of position here. And again, Gorgon, Wraith, and Kraken punish out of position hunters probably more than any other monster, I would say. Immediate Dome, I probably would have waited, especially because the rest of the team was going away. Now, priority number one absolutely has to be killing spiders. Even the medic should be on spider duty unless there's major healing needed. But you definitely want to go after spiders immediately. Good game, Hank. Welcome to the herd. I appreciate that follow. Always remember to open up with your web snare and then your acid. I feel that your aciding and then webbing is not going to be as consistent against good players. Really good down there, just a lot of good focus. But if you web snare first and then acid, it's going to be harder for them to get out of it. But if you acid first, it's going to be a lot easier. Downs. Monster take only a little bit of damage, and looks like he is going to get away willy-nilly. Probably a quarter, maybe half if they can connect with a few more shots. Nope. Looks like... Oh, maybe. Almost half a bar of health. So really good advantage for the monster. Identified the weak link of Devils, because Devils' positioning, even on the map when chasing, was really out of position right now. Yeah, see, I still have a good fondness for Final Fantasy VI. The music is just in the right spots. I'm trying to think when I was 6, what games was I playing? I think I was still on my Commodore 64 at the time. I'm trying to remember if the Nintendo was even out when I was... Maybe. I mean, of course the Nintendo was out, because I'm young. I think Rogue Val, Kyra... I think both Kyras are actually good, in a good team. I'm trying to think... I still say Laz is better than people think, and people poo-poo Kachu all over it, but a team that knows what they're doing and a Laz that knows what he's doing is really hellish for monster players. Regular Val is kind of on the weaker side, but not. I'd still say, you know, at least average. I wouldn't say below average. I haven't played Emmett enough with the changes to make a decision on him yet. And Slim is super good right now. Especially with Hank. More so with Hank than anything else. Once again, Devil Toy is just getting obliterated right there. Monster is going to be able to get away. No dome, which I like. But yeah, a lot of being out of position with the Trapper here. And apparently that was the leg twitch maneuver. You don't see it very often, especially out in the wild. Yeah, Emmett. So Emmett, Cabot, Lennox / Parnell, and Abe are a scary as fuck team. Because what they'll do is they'll camp the relay. Emmett will be about 200 meters out, and literally they'll just trickle in one at a time to keep damaging you off the relay. And then Emmett can keep calling people back in like every 20-30 seconds. Lord Macadamia, yeah, I don't know what, I'm pretty sure it's a server issue. Like, I get that all the time. Like, I'll stop to eat. I even get it in bot games, so it might just be something with the actual engine. But, like, you stop to eat, and, like, there's no prompt, and you can't eat there for, like, a second or two. So, monster ready to evolve. Hunter's still not quite sure. Seems like they're just kind of chasing the monster around right now. Looks like the monster's actually coming up and chasing them. And here comes the attack. I like that there's no dome right away. And again, those spider traps have to be everyone's priority. Now, one thing about Kyra is you need, or Quantum Kyra, is that if you need to be healed, stay in the fields and don't fight Quantum Kyra. Rogue Val is much better to start as a medic than regular Val. Absolutely. Because she's tanky, and a lot of problems that people have at the beginning is being to watch out. And again, look at that spider. Look how long that small spider trap survived for. So Monster doing a really good job of like just punishing the hunters in there. Going to try and get some armor here in a second. Now remember, don't face check against the Gorgon. Do a little bit of damage and then leave so they can't armor up, but you don't want to chase it back that way. Oh, no, okay. So the assault should have been throwing toxic grenades back there. Oh, and then, yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. You need to be careful about when face checking the corner with one of those characters. Some pretty good healing by Quantum Kyra. But really, the damage needs to be up a little bit more, and those spiders have to be taken out a lot more. Oh gosh, no. No, everybody right now is in the 4s or 5s when it comes to skill level. And for some reason, a lot of new players probably don't know about this. And so everyone's about a 4 or a 5 right now. I still disagree. People don't think Mimic is good. I disagree with them. Mimic is still very useful if you use it point blank. It does like about 700 damage altogether because it does a dot on top of the direct damage that most people don't know about. Okay, so it looks like he's going to go straight for Wasteland Maggie again. Again, I definitely question you opening up with Acid and then Web Snare. Good hunters are not going to get hurt by those. Okay, so going after the support here. Here, ignore that. I'm going to change my stupid thing. I've been wanting to change that. So it keeps on saying I made a special Evolve Stage 2 video. I made a much better video for Stage, or the first for Legacy Evolve, which is a way better music video. So let me get that. Yeah, Maggie's way better, and has been, and yet Wasteland Maggie keeps getting nerfed. Okay, so will the monster stay, or try and finish it off? Oh, there we go. So that's probably going to be GG. Monster is getting good punishment, so that's always good. But I do feel that a lot of these, oh, medic might get up. Nope. But I do feel that a lot of these... Oh, yeah, get... There you go. Especially with Daisy on the team. Never pick up somebody. Hyde is doing an amazing job as Assault right now. I just want to point that out there. So Monster's going to get away. And that's fine. So 3 bars of health left for Gorgon. Assault did an amazing job staying as long as possible. Once again, the spider trap not being killed on time, which is what set that off. Even before the nerfs, I think that her damage was still lackluster. It's 100% dependent on whether Daisy gets the flamethrower in or not. So Monster is going to go and get the damage perk. Okay, so support being hard focused here. No, not seeing. Oh, and there comes the orbital. A little too late. The support. Oh, is the support going to come down? And the support will come down on this. This is going to actually be pretty clutch. Where's her shield? Where's her shield? I don't know why she didn't pop her 3 or her 4 ability. She, like, I was about to say quorum. what is it? Whatever. Quantum. Quantum Kyra is really tanky. I put her on the likes of almost like Rogue Val levels almost. Really good job by the Assault. Assault's doing absolutely amazing here. Really punishing the monster and forcing the monster. Now the monster might actually lose here if he keeps fighting the pistol. Don't get out of pistol range. Don't get out of pistol range. Oh, Daisy might get someone help. Oh, perfect. Oh, so close. Pistol damage. Pistol. No, fight around the guys. Ah, this team 100% lost because of Devil Toys out of position. If Devils was... Oh, and the medic... Oh, they might actually win. Oh, they're going to win. Oh, they're going to win. No, do damage. Just damage. You're not going to out-heal. You're not going to live for 2 minutes. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, so close. Oh, my gosh. That's so close. Touch the monster. Ah. Oh, and there we go. Oh, no, Daisy, you can do it. Oh, that was super close. Oh, that's unfortunate. Weak Daisy. That was so close. If you didn't try and heal yourself at the end, they would have won. That was really close. GG, that was super close.
Yeah, GG. That was amazing.
So the big thing is just mostly position. Devils, you seemed a little out of position even during the chases, which really led you getting focused hard pretty quickly in combat. Just remember, when you're wounded, try and come back to the medic. That being said, no one was going after spider traps for the most part. Spiders were wrecking your team absolutely hands down. He didn't take Mimic, and so when the monster doesn't have that fourth ability, denying the spider traps, that means it can only do like a third, that's a third of its potential damage out the bag right there. And so always priority is spiders. If you hear a spider trap and you don't see it next to you, look for where it is and just shoot it. That being the case, with regards to the Gorgon, try and open up with Web Snare and then go to Acid. The reason why is because if you Acid first, a good person will be able to jetpack out of it, and they'll usually jetpack away from you, which means that your Web Snare is actually going to be harder to land because they'll have more distance and they could probably reactionary dodge it to the left or to the right or straight up. So just be very careful with that. I definitely recommend going with Web Snare and then Acid instead of the other way around. And I still think that Mimic is still underrated. So how I use Mimic is I use it point blank. So if all my things are on, like what I do is I'll throw my spider trap on who I want to take out of the equation. I'll Web Snare, I'll Acid, and then when they can't get up because they can't move anywhere, I'll press 4, and then I'll press 4 again immediately after, or one traversal and then explode it, because then it's a point blank detonation, and it does about 700 damage even at stage 1, because it has an initial 300 something, and then it's got a damage over time, which isn't obvious, and it's one of those things that I thought it was pretty crap for a while, until I actually saw the damage numbers and realized that it had a dot. So it actually does a pretty significant amount of damage. Not that I'm saying that you should change your skill build, but just food for thought as going forward. Otherwise, pretty good job overall. If you're ever in a position like that where the monster's almost dead, try and fight around your teammates. One, they can do pistol damage. Pistol damage is actually pretty damn high. If anything, I think that they should tone it down slightly because I think being shot by pistols for the damage that they do is actually pretty significant. That being the case, you can also benefit if the support is down, you can get shielded nearby, and then if you have the medic, they can heal burst you still. So there is still potential for fighting around your teammates, and I think that if you went to the teammates instead of around the corner, you probably would have been able to finish them off and kill the Gorgon at the very end. So really good job, very close, very close. Like it was literally like one more bullet would have killed them. And things like that. So really good job, really good evasion at the end. Just remember to focus those spiders because that's how Gorgon gets people, is splitting up the team. Otherwise, good job.